One electric night shook the rock, but how far could it carry? A steady start to the season saw Minamino score as they beat Saint-Étienne 1-0 on the opening day. Monaco kept the momentum rolling with a 2-0 away win at Lyon. Ben Seguir and Kamara supplied the goals, and the result lifted them into fourth. Lens and Monaco played out a 1-1 draw at Stade Louis II, with Zakaria giving the hosts the lead before Frankowski's late 90th minute penalty levelled it. Back on the road, they beat Auxerre 3-0, with Kehrer and Vanderson striking before Zakaria sealed it late in the 89th minute. Monaco's Champions League opener at Stade Louis II delivered a proper European edge, with Garcia's early red card tilting the balance. Akliouche and Ilina Kenna sealed a 2-1 win over Barcelona. Teze, Ben Seguir and Balogun scored as Monaco beat Le Havre 3-1 at home in Ligue 1. Monaco came from behind to beat Montpellier 2-1 and move into second in the table. Balogun levelled it before Koulibaly's red card tilted the night and Kamara completed the turnaround. Twice behind away to Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League stage, Monaco had to settle for a 2-2 draw. Salisu scored and Zakaria's late penalty rescued a point. Kehrer struck early and Balogun added the second as Monaco won 2-1 away to Rennes. The victory made it 4 straight league wins and sent them back to first. Teze's dismissal shaped a goalless draw with Lille as Monaco finished 0-0 and saw their unbeaten league run reach 8. The result, though, dropped them to second. Monaco powered past FK Crvena Zvezda 5-1 in the Champions League stage, with Minamino scoring twice and Akliouche adding a late fifth. The home side stayed in control after Ndiaye's penalty briefly pulled the visitors back into it. Embolo gave Monaco the lead at the Allianz Riviera, but Vanderson's red card turned the match and Nice won 2-1. Guessant levelled before Laborde settled it. Angers left Stade Louis II with a 1-0 win, Aholu's first-half goal enough as Monaco stayed third. In the Champions League stage, Monaco beat Bologna 1-0 away, with Kehrer striking late in the 86th minute. Ben Seguir scored twice, including a penalty, as Monaco sealed a 3-1 win over Strasbourg, with Ilina Kenna striking in the 90th minute. Akliouche's brace drove Monaco past Brest 3-2, his stoppage-time winner sealing it. Champions League night turned on Singo's dismissal as Monaco slipped to a 3-2 home defeat to Benfica. Ben Seguir's early goal and Magassa's reply were not enough to stop the late collapse. Golovin gave Monaco a first-half lead, but Marseille took the lead meeting 2-1 through a late Greenwood penalty. Singo sent Monaco on their way to a 2-0 home win over Toulouse, and Embolo made sure of it. Monaco's trip back out on the road to Arsenal in the Champions League turned into a 3-0 setback late on. Saka struck twice before Havertz added the third. Back in domestic league action, Monaco were held to a 0-0 draw away to Reims after the European loss. Back at Stade Louis II, Monaco went down 4-2 to PSG as Doué struck first, Ben Seguir's penalty and Embolo's reply briefly balanced it, then Dembele's late double and Gonzalo Ramos settled the contest. The cup switch brought a controlled 4-1 win over Union Saint-Jean, with 4 different scorers sending Monaco through to the round of 32. PSG edged the Trophée des Champions final 1-0 at Stadium 974, with Dembele striking late to leave Monaco eliminated. Embolo and Salisu both scored as Monaco drew 2-2 away to Nantes in Ligue 1. Monaco drew 1-1 with Reims in the Coupe de France before going out 3-1 on penalties. Back in domestic league action, they fell 2-1 to Montpellier. Kehrer's goal was not enough, and Moussa Altamare's brace did the damage, leaving them fourth. Singo struck early as Monaco beat Aston Villa 1-0 at Stade Louis II in the Champions League stage. Adi, Biereth and Golovin scored as Monaco beat Rennes 3-2 in Ligue 1. The win moved them into third. Moises' early dismissal left Monaco chasing in a 3-0 Champions League stage defeat to Inter, with Martinez scoring a hat-trick. Biereth's hat-trick drove Monaco to a 4-2 comeback win over Auxerre. The trip to the Parc des Princes turned rough as Monaco lost 4-1 to PSG, with Zachariah's goal only briefly checking a heavier defeat before Dembele's late second and third put it beyond doubt. Musrati's dismissal proved decisive as Benfica claimed a 1-0 first-leg win at Stade Louis II, with Pavlidis scoring after the break. Nantes were down to 10 from the 8th minute, and Monaco made that tell in a 7-1 home win, with Biereth's hat-trick the headline and a late Ilan brace rounding it off. Monaco's European run ended in Lisbon despite a 3-3 draw with Benfica, as goals from Minamino, Ben Seguir and Ilan were not enough to prevent elimination. Back in domestic league action, they fell 2-1 away to Lille, with Haraldson scoring twice before Minamino's reply, which was not enough to change the result. Biereth's hat-trick powered Monaco to a 3-0 home win over Reims, taking him to 10 league goals. Back on the road, Monaco drew 1-1 with Toulouse, with Minamino's early goal followed by Magri's stoppage-time equaliser, and the scoring run stretched to 10 straight matches. Monaco moved into third in the table with a 2-0 win away to Angers, as Biereth struck in the 77th minute and Akliouche added a late penalty in the 88th. After bogus opener, Biereth and Mbolo turned it around as Monaco beat Nice 2-1 at home. Brest handed Monaco a 2-1 defeat on the road, with Zachariah's penalty not enough as they slipped back to third. Minamino started the scoring in a 3-0 home win over Marseille, with Mbolo adding another before Zachariah sealed it from the penalty spot. The result made it 14 straight league matches with a goal. Monaco were held to a 0-0 draw by Strasbourg at Stade Louis II, a small pause after the previous 3-0 home win. Heading back out on the road, Monaco came away from Le Havre with a 1-1 draw, with Biereth on target after Coca had struck first for the hosts. Monaco responded to the draw with a 3-1 win away at Saint-Étienne, with Akliouche striking in the second minute before Al Masrati and Balogun added the others. Monaco beat Lyon 2-0 at Stade Louis II to secure Champions League football as Minamino and Zakaria scored. A Magassa dismissal before El Ainaouy's second goal helped turn Monaco's season finale into a punishing 4-0 defeat away to Lens, with the collapse leaving them exposed. Monaco's Centenary campaign never settled into one clean story, and that is what makes it so compelling. There was the surge that put them top, the night Barcelona were beaten at Stade Louis II, and a fearless vertical edge that made them one of the league's most dangerous sides. Then came the swings, the Inter setback, the Benfica exit in the Champions League playoff, and league form that kept veering between explosive and fragile. Yet Akliouche's rise gave the season its spark. Biereth's early-year surge almost dragged the run somewhere even bigger, and a third-place finish with Champions League football secured made this feel successful, even with the what-ifs still hanging in the air. Thanks for watching Scoreflow, and if you enjoyed this review, please like, share and subscribe.